It's no secret that there are an overwhelming number of credit cards out there to choose from. And not only that, there's quite a few different categories of credit cards out there, from cashback to travel to business and more. So today, we're going to be looking at two cashback credit cards head-to-head. In one corner, we have the Discover It Cashback credit card, a crowd favorite and one of the most popular cashback cards out there. And in the other corner, we have the Blue Cash Everyday Card from American Express. Some people might be familiar with the older brother of this card, the Blue Cash Preferred, but this everyday card got a major refresh in 2022, so you might not be familiar with all of the new perks it has to offer. So make sure you stick around until the very end to hear about them. Once again, guys, we're going to be doing the heavy mental lifting here for you in this credit card comparison series from NerdWallet. If you're new here, my name is Ryan Scribner, and I've had a lifetime passion for personal finance. I post weekly videos here on the channel, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. Now, we're going to be looking at specific criteria for each credit card and then comparing them side by side, starting off with the all-important fees. For starters, both the Discover It Cashback and Blue Cash Everyday Card come with no annual fee, which is fantastic. According to our research, annual fees of about $95 are common on rewards credit cards, with high-end cards having annual fees upwards of $500. So the fact that both of these have a $0 annual fee puts them in top-tier position. But when we get to the foreign transaction fee, there's a big difference between these two cards. The Discover It Cashback credit card has no foreign transaction fees. The Blue Cash Everyday Card, on the other hand, has a 2.7% foreign transaction fee, or $2.70 per $100 spent internationally. So the Discover It Cashback card might make for a better travel spending card in a pinch. But there are better credit cards out there specifically designed for travel, so check out our NerdWallet app or the website when you're ready for that. One thing that's worth noting here is that Discover operates its own payment network, so you're not going to see a Visa or MasterCard logo here. American Express has their own payment network too. And if you want to get nerdy here, our research has found that both Discover and American Express have the same acceptance rate across the US, and that is 99% of merchants. So you can most likely use these two cards in all of the same places. So the next criteria we're going to look at here is the cashback earned on these two credit cards. And since they are cashback cards, this is obviously the most important part. For starters, let's look at the Discover It Cashback Card Rewards Program. The Discover It Cashback Card earns 5% cash back on rotating categories that you activate each quarter, and the 5% applies to a certain dollar limit per quarter. You can view these categories right on Discover's website, and you can see what the upcoming categories are going to be for future planning. For example, from April to June of 2025, the 5% category is grocery stores and wholesale clubs. And the quarterly spending limit for the 5% bonus is $1,500 per quarter for these categories, which means you can get a total of $75 in cash back on in-category purchases. Outside of these categories, this card earns 1% cash back on all other purchases. Now, let's talk about the Blue Cash Everyday Rewards Program. This card earns 3% cash back at US supermarkets and 3% cash back at US gas stations on up to $6,000 per year in purchases for each category. In addition, it also earns 3% cash back on online US retail purchases on up to $6,000 per year in that category too. Then, the rest of the spending is going to be a flat 1% cash back. So it's a little difficult to make an apples-to-apples comparison here with the different spending limits, but we will do our best here. Starting off with Discover here, if you max the spending limit on the 5% categories for the Discover It Cashback Card quarterly, you can earn $75 per quarter or $300 per year on a total of $6,000 in spending. On the other hand, if you max out the spending limit on a 3% category for the Blue Cash Everyday Card, you can earn $180 per year on $6,000 in spending. And of course, terms apply. But there are two important things to keep in mind here. One, you need to activate and max out the spending in 4 different rotating categories per year with Discover. And two, you have a $6,000 spending limit per category with the Blue Cash Everyday Card. So if you maxed out the spending limit for all of those 3% categories, you'd be looking at $540 in potential cash back annually. It's hard to make a direct comparison here, but the Blue Cash Everyday Card could allow you to earn more cash back depending on how much you spend and in what categories. But what about the benefits associated with the cards? For starters, Discover will automatically match all of the cash back that you earn in the first year. Yes, dollar for dollar. And guys, if you want to learn more about the Discover credit cards, check out my 10-year deep dive review I posted a few weeks ago. I'll put a card in the corner for later, as well as a link down below. So Discover automatically doubles your cash back, but American Express has a bonus offer too. Right now, American Express is currently offering a statement credit of $200 when you spend $2,000 in the first 6 months of card membership. Keep in mind, promotions are subject to change. You can read our full article on the best cashback credit cards on NerdWallet for updated promotions, linked down below. Discover also offers access to your FICO credit score for free. The Blue Cash Everyday Card from American Express offers access to your FICO score and Experian credit report as part of its My Credit Guide services, too. Finally, the Discover It Cashback Card allows for a high level of customization with several different card designs you can choose from. But the Blue Cash Everyday Card still has a few more unique benefits to speak of. First of all, you can buy now, pay later with Planet from Amex. And this allows you to split purchases of $100 or more into equal monthly installments. This comes with a fixed monthly fee shown up front as opposed to monthly interest on your credit card balance, for example. There's also an $84 Disney Bundle credit. In practice, this means you can get a $7 monthly statement credit after you spend $9.99 or more each month on a Disney bundle, and you pay using your Blue Cash Everyday Card. So if you're already a Disney Plus subscriber, moving this subscription over to your Blue Cash Everyday Card could be a big win. So with that covered, if you're looking to earn solid cash back on everyday purchases, especially groceries, gas, and online shopping, one of these might be the right fit. But which one ultimately wins the head-to-head matchup? The truth is, the best card is going to come down to how much money you spend and where you're spending it. If you spend just $6,000 a year, for example, you could make out better with the Discover It Cashback card, assuming you activate the 5% cashback reward on quarterly spending categories. But if you're spending $6,000 or more in each of the 3% categories offered by the Blue Cash Everyday Card, that's going to have more rewards potential. And guys, this is excluding Discover matching your cash back in the first year, just so we're clear. But with no annual fee and relatively straightforward rewards programs, both of these are very solid credit cards in my opinion. Just remember, at the end of the day, you need to be responsible with your credit card usage. The strategy that I recommend and follow myself is paying off my balance in full every single month. This allows me to capture all of the rewards and benefits while paying zero in interest. Now, one final thing I want to mention on Discover is this. Back in May of 2025, Discover officially completed its merger with Capital One, becoming part of Capital One's financial ecosystem. This has left a lot of people wondering if the Discover card is going to get rebranded or anything like that. For now, Capital One and Discover accounts are being left unchanged. So if you do have a Discover card or account, you will still be doing everything through Discover. With that said, guys, that's a wrap on this credit card comparison here from NerdWallet. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure you drop a like as well as subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And as always, if there's 2 credit cards you want to see head-to-head in a future video, leave us a comment down below. And if you're looking for more, check out this video here on the best rewards credit cards, where we rank the top credit cards according to the experts at NerdWallet. We'll see you next time.